If you want to get the most out of your skincare, I really suggest these 3 treatments. Let's get started. Hello everyone, I'm Jodylynn and welcome to Aging Naturally, where we talk about non-invasive, better aging solutions for the mature skin. And in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you 3 treatments that I feel are wonderful at taking your skincare to the next level. These treatments are going to help really target certain specific skin concerns. I love to use these treatments for hyperpigmentation, evening out skin tone, brightening skin tone, improve texture of the skin, as well as even plump and super hydrate the skin. And what we're talking about today is product penetration devices. We're going to be talking today about nanoneedling, electroporation, as well as cosmetic needling. All 3 of these treatments help to penetrate products deeper into the skin. Technology has really improved in the formulation of certain products. There are definitely companies that use penetration enhancers such as alcohol, some fatty acids. Those ingredients can actually get to the deeper parts of the skin to be able to bring other active ingredients that don't get into where they need to go as easily. So those penetration enhancers are kind of like little friends, like, come on, come with me. And then they kind of follow along with those penetration enhancers. Anyway, but we don't know which products, has penetration enhancers and which don't. I feel like these can help to supplement the other things that I'm doing as well that take longer time. Like, for example, I'm doing chemical peels, but I can only do a chemical peel, once every 4 to 6 weeks. So I like to use these like during the week to just kind of help move it along a little bit quicker. And I love to use them. And recently I have been going in strong with trying to help my hyperpigmentation that I have on my chest as well as my forehead. All of these treatments can be done at home, and the first one that we're going to talk about is nanoneedling. There's a couple different ways that you can nanoneedle, and that is by using a microneedling pen. This is by Dr. Pen. You can get nanoneedles for this pen. And the nanoneedles, they're not even needles actually. They are surgical stainless steel like tips or cones that is going to help to push the product deeper into the skin. And what it does is it works at that top layer of the skin and it pushes the cell apart so that the ingredient can go deeper into the skin to where it needs to go. I love to use vitamin C. I also love to use pigment inhibitors like alpha-arbutin, niacinamide, kojic acid on this area where my hyperpigmentation is. And vitamin C is also wonderful to help brighten the skin. It's also a great antioxidant that's going to help to reduce oxidative stress. Your face does get a little pink when you're doing it. However, after you're done, your pinkness is pretty much gone. You can use this daily. However, I'm just using it a couple of times a week. There is definitely a more affordable option, and that is the Osmosis Epic tool. This is lovely. This is absolutely beautiful. These have these pyramid kind of cones on here and they roll. So there's nothing that you're going to throw away. This is the device. This is what you use all the time. So there's nothing that you need to repurchase when using this. You're going to add your serums and then you're going to press this into the skin a few times on each area. This is a very well-known device in salons. So many estheticians recommend this and love this device. I really like it. However, for some reason, and I don't know if I'm just pressing too hard, I got a little bit more downtime with this one than I did with nanoneedling. I'd say it was about 15-20 minutes. My face stays a little bit pink, and it could just be my skin, and my face tends to be a little bit more sensitive to that. But if you have this and that doesn't happen, let us know. I mean, you're probably going to get some pinkness anyway when you use this. However, I just found that the pinkness on my skin stayed around a little bit longer than this. So this is something I don't like to use in the morning if I'm in a rush and I'm going to be going to work, right? So this is something I would use more in the evening. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about electroporation. This is by Medicube. This is their Age R Booster. This is a super cool device. I've been using it now for about 3 months. I've already talked about it a little bit on my channel, and I'm sold on this device. This is wonderful. And this works different than nanoneedling in that what it is doing is it's creating electrical pulses that will create actually a pore into the skin that your ingredients then can get deeper into the skin. I love to use hydrating ingredients for this. This is where I get the biggest bang for my buck on this device, is it gives me plump, juicy skin. If you want that glowy, beautiful look, how you're gonna wanna use this is their triple collagen serum. This is amazing. I like to put this on, and then I will go in with their bubble serum and talk about plumpness and glow all day. It's insanity. I love it. And this is such a cool device.
Level 1.
She talks to you. Another thing that I love. And there's 5 different levels.
Level 3.
And then when you're doing the treatment, once a minute has passed, she'll say 1 minute has passed. I love that. I don't need to get a timer out so that I know that I'm getting like an even treatment everywhere. So I like to do 1 minute on the forehead, 1 minute here on the upper cheek, and then 1 minute on the lower cheek, and then the other side. That's 5 minutes. I love to do this in the morning. Another way that I love to use this device is with a mask. Now these are the masks that I love. These are Medicube Super Cica. There's 30 masks in here. Super hydrating, and they are also wonderful for sensitive skin to help calm and soothe the skin. 5-minute mask, which is great to use for this. So you can put this on level 5, put on your serums, put on the mask, and then you're gonna do this right over the mask. And you're gonna penetrate all of that beauty goodness into your skin, and I'm telling you, it's lovely. This is something that you could use every day, and there is no downtime on this. All right, our last one is cosmetic needling. I've done a video on cosmetic needling as far as how to do it and what it is. I will go ahead and link that here. However, this is another way to penetrate products deeper in the skin, but this also has an added bonus in that you're creating micro channels into the skin because you actually are using needles in this treatment. So by creating those micro channels into the skin, you're actually triggering the epidermal wound response. And what that does is it will actually stimulate or create or trigger, whatever the word you want to use, growth factors. And growth factors you want more of. Growth factors are actually naturally occurring in our bodies. But of course, as we age, like other things, they're not as plentiful. Okay, so growth factors actually communicate fibroblast, and fibroblast is what helps to build collagen and elastin in our skin. But they don't know to do that until they are told what to do by growth factors. There are certain growth factors that do certain things. So this is actually going to kind of ignite, I guess you could say, that whole process in the skin. So it's kind of that extra bonus with cosmetic needling that I really love. And for me, I like to do this just once a week or every other week. You could definitely do it every day. However, because of the downtime, there's a little bit more downtime in this process. Because you are, creating those microchannels, you will get some pinkness, and depending on the sensitivity of your skin is going to depend on how pink that you get. So when I cosmetic needle, I get pretty pink around my cheek area. So I like to do this closer to the evening, around like 5 or 6 o'clock, early in the evening. It also will allow my skin to go down a bit, and then after a couple of hours of doing the treatment, I can go on with my regular skincare because those channels will close up quite quickly. When you're cosmetic needling, you could definitely use a Dr. Pen, and then you're just going to put it on a 0.25 or a 0.3 or 0.2, whatever you want. So you can definitely do that. And then you are going to put the serums on your face, and then you're going to needle them into the skin. Now you don't need to use a pen. There's definitely more affordable options if that's something you kind of want to look into. like a roller. So otherwise known as derma rollers, you've probably heard that around, and you can get them at certain needle lengths. This is a 0.3, or you can get stamps, and there are certain stamps as well that dial, so you could also do different needle lengths if you wanted to, depending and kind of playing around with that. But this is kind of what a stamp looks like, and you're just literally stamping that on after you have your serums in place. Now, when I'm cosmetic needling, there's a couple of additional products that I like to use in my cosmetic needling, and that is growth factors. I figure if I'm going to be triggering, you know, some growth factors, let's even add on some additional growth factors so that they're all kind of communicating. Just have this growth factor overload party on my skin that will hopefully take it to the next level. And I like to use the Brad-Ceuticals. This is absolutely wonderful. This also has a vitamin C in it as well, and it's got some other great ingredients in here that are amazing to cosmetic needle with. Also, another thing that I like to cosmetic needle with is by The Ordinary. This is their Buffet Copper Peptides. Copper peptides are wonderful at skin elasticity and keeping the skin firm. I am telling you, I stopped using this for a couple of months because I was trying out another skincare product, and wow, talk about difference. So this will always be in my routine, and I love to cosmetic needle with this as well. If you're kind of thinking about this, going down this route, and you're kind of like, well, which one should I get? Electroporation to me is all about hydration. This is hydrate, 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 major plumpness of the skin. Nanoneedling and cosmetic needling, I feel, are great at helping with hyperpigmentation and brighter skin and evening out texture. And I also believe that the cosmetic needling is going to help further the anti-aging benefits because of those growth factors. So I hope that that kind of gives you an idea of some of the differences between all three of these. Let me know if you have any questions, and let me know if you use any of these. If you like it, didn't work for you, we would love to know. Because I know that there are a lot of people that use one and they're like, it didn't work for me, but there are other options that you could use that will definitely help along. So if you have any questions, let me know. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. Make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell so you do not miss my upcoming videos. Until next time.